Good morning. My name is Robert Covenant, and today I'll be making a presentation on Bootstrap and how to use it. So in this presentation, I'll be talking about what Bootstrap is, its components, key features, how to use it in your web development, and the future of Bootstrap. So first of all, what is Bootstrap? Let's provide the official definition given by its official website. Bootstrap is defined as a popular framework that's written with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for developing responsive mobile-first projects on the web. Now, Bootstrap is a gigantic collection of handy reusable bits of code written in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's also a front-end development framework that enables developers and designers to accelerate the building process of a fully responsive website. Essentially, Bootstrap saves you from writing lots of CSS code, giving you more time to spend on other important aspects of building a website. Now, Bootstrap is available in two variants, the pre-compiled one and another one that is based on a source code version. Now, experienced developers prefer the source code version since it allows them to customize and style their website or their project to suit their taste. Moving on to why use Bootstrap. Why do you think it's important to incorporate Bootstrap in your projects? Let's look at its rich components. That's enough reason to use Bootstrap. What are those components? Bootstrap has already made, or would I say, a pre-designed drop-down menu, progress bar, navigation button, image class, thumbnails, media project. This means instead of creating all these components from scratch, you just have to employ it or move them and make it suit your project or adjust its color, whatever feature it has to fit your taste or to something around that. Moving on to features of Bootstrap. Well, the features of Bootstrap are another strong reason why we should consider using Bootstrap in our projects. One of its features is that it is easy to use. Anybody with just basic knowledge of HTML and CSS can start using Bootstrap. Its responsive feature. Bootstrap's responsive CSS adjusts to phones, tablets, and desktop. If you're familiar with web development, you know that one of the things that web developers find very daunting is having to add jQueries and media queries. Sorry, I said jQuery. Media query just to make sure that their website can adjust to every device. That's a very daunting process and sometimes a stressful one because you might do all you know you should do and at the end of the day it doesn't adjust as well as you want. So this feature is a very good one that helps you with just little or short code. You're able to get your website adjusted on any device at all. For me, that's one reason I'm learning Bootstrap. That's my main reason for learning Bootstrap. Another feature of Bootstrap is it's mobile friendly. It's mobile friendly. Sorry. In Bootstrap 3, mobile first styles are part of the core framework. Bootstrap is also simply integrated. Bootstrap can be simply integrated along with distinct other platforms and frameworks on existing sites and new ones. You can utilize a particular element of the Bootstrap feature to fit whatever design you plan to do. Pre-styled components. In the previous slide, I mentioned some of those components that can make your job very easy. Drop downs, navbar, and all of these can be used by even new developers, newbies like me and maybe you. Other features include customizable Bootstrap. Bootstrap can be customized as per the design of your project. Browser compatibility. Bootstrap is compatible with all modern browsers, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, although they just resigned yesterday, 15th June, and so let's say that will be excluded. But every other web browser, sorry, like Safari, Opera, so and so can actually have Bootstrap running them. That's to say it is compatible. Bootstrap has a great grid system. Bootstrap is built on responsive 12-column grid layouts and components. Whether you need a fixed grid or a responsive one, it is just a matter of a few changes you have to apply to make this fit whatever grid you want or screen you want. Bundled JavaScript plugins. The components such as drop-down menus are made interactive with the numerous JavaScript plugins bundled in the Bootstrap package. Therefore, you don't have to learn a lot of JavaScript, but you still do have to learn that. Don't mind me. Let's move on. 3 primary files of Bootstrap. Bootstrap has a collection of syntax compiled in 3 primary files: Bootstrap CSS, Bootstrap JS, and Glyphicons. I think I said that wrong. Glyphicons. Alright, so let's talk about the first one. Bootstrap CSS. It is a framework that arranges and manages the layout of a website, while HTML works with the content and structure of a web page. So these two work together in order to make sure that they perform a particular action on the system. Therefore, you need CSS and HTML in Bootstrap CSS. The two are combined to make up Bootstrap CSS. The next file is Bootstrap JS. This file is the core part of Bootstrap. It consists of JavaScript files that are responsible for the website's interactivity. So the third file is Glyphicons. Bootstrap uses icons called Glyphicons. They are an integral part of the front end of a website, as they often display actions and data within the user interface. The picture above, although it's a bit fainted, are examples of Glyphicons. We can see the leaf, the door, the human head. These are Glyphicons that are used to display actions. These are just a few pictures of them. There are so many. There are a list of unexhaustible Glyphicons included in Bootstrap. Now, Bootstrap requires a JS library called jQuery to run JS plugins and components. This is just a tip to have at the back of your head. Now, how to use Bootstrap in web development. The screen here displays a code that features Bootstrap. If you look closely, you will see an highlighted line with a black arrow. Now, this line here is how you link your Bootstrap file to your project. This is where you add the link to Bootstrap file to your project. The next one here is how you call or load jQuery, and it is better to load it with CDN via HTTP, as the file can be cached for a year. The last highlighted one with the arrow bending to the down displays how you call JavaScript Bootstrap. This, you are just calling the file. It has lots of functions, so when you call these files like this, the functions will be imported down into your projects and work fine. Now, the future of Bootstrap. Web development technologies change fast, no doubt about that. So, Bootstrap is not an exception. Hence, a glance at the evolution of Bootstrap gives us a clear hint at where it is headed. What are the evolutions? Let's look at example Bootstrap 5. Bootstrap 5 Alpha was dropped in 2020. This gave a fresh new face to Bootstrap. One of the most significant changes was dropping jQuery dependencies and a lot of other changes that were included. This includes CSS custom properties, a utility API, an enhanced grid system, and many more. These are evolutions that will make Bootstrap essential, or will I say keep making it useful as time passes. Bootstrap is a beginner friendly framework equipped with a great feature set. For example, you can create sharp looking web pages in minutes with their layouts and other components. It has an active community and the documentation is ample, making it a go to framework for newbies. Bootstrap has so many competitions: Ionic, Syncfusion, jQuery, Frame7, and React. I'm going to only talk briefly about React. React is a fierce rival, but the ease at which Bootstrap can be used currently trumps React. Through use of different things, there is now a combination of both React Bootstrap. Therefore, Bootstrap is here to stay till Web 2.0 phases out. Conclusively, Bootstrap is a free front-end framework that has earned its popularity amongst developers today. It's easy to use and saves developers time. Saves them the stress of writing HTML, CSS, JavaScript code manually and each and every time. With Bootstrap, it is flexible. The Bootstrap framework is flexible and robust enough to accommodate almost every need for front-end website development. Its best feature is the design template that makes web pages work optimally on all screen sizes. Bootstrap the documentation. And guess what? There are Bootstrap documentation pages and IT center forums like Stack Overflows. These are great platforms where newbies or people who are interested in learning Bootstrap can learn easily with. So thank you for listening and see you in my next presentation.